Welcome to the deep dive. Today, we're digging into an episode from the Abundance Blueprint podcast with Naomi Saadiq.
Mhm.
It's called Fulfilled Friday, Celebrate the Seeds You Planted.
Right.
And what's really interesting right off the bat is that it's not actually Naomi Saadiq narrating this one.
Oh,
No, it's Notebook LM. The intro explains Naomi's resting, tending to real life.
okay, that's different.
Yeah, but they make it really clear. The message, the mission, and the movement are still led by Naomi Saadiq.
Good. So the core is still there.
Exactly. And that core idea, we don't chase abundance, we blueprint it.
That phrase, blueprint it, that's what we're really going to explore today, isn't it?
Definitely.
Because it's not just about, the huge achievements. It's about understanding what blueprinting abundance truly means day to day. We're going to pull out some really practical stuff from Naomi's work, focusing on, the power of those small, quiet wins, the consistent steps.
Things we often miss.
Totally. The goal here is for you, listening, to maybe get a new perspective on recognizing your own progress, building that resilience, especially when things feel, tough.
Okay, so let's dive in. Naomi shares this really raw, vulnerable moment from her own life to ground all this.
Yeah, that story really stuck with me.
She talks about sitting outside a dollar store, less than $10 in her account, exhausted, defeated,
Ugh, you could just picture it.
daughters in the back seat, sun beating down, and just this loud voice of doubt in her head.
The should-haves.
Exactly. You should have had more by now. Why didn't that last idea work? Even who's really checking for you anyway? Just feeling completely stuck, overwhelmed.
And then there's this subtle shift, right? The turning point.
Yeah.
Well, she sees this young woman walking by, clipboard, breast cancer ribbon,
Okay.
and the woman gives her this look. Naomi describes it like it just cut through everything. Like it said, I see you. You're not invisible.
Wow.
And Naomi says, that right there, that saved me.
Just a look.
It's the look. It's fascinating, isn't it? How one tiny moment of connection, of just being seen, can totally change your perspective. It becomes a huge win right there.
Yeah.
Shows the power of connection when you're feeling low.
That's such a vital point because it forces you to ask, how often do we just brush off those small connections or those little internal shifts?
Right, like they don't count.
Yeah. When maybe, just maybe, they're the actual seeds, the start of the next breakthrough, the quiet turn that helps us when we feel lost.
Absolutely. Which sets up her big question perfectly.
The what did I win this week question. It's a real challenge to how we normally think about winning, isn't it?
Totally redefines it. Because the examples she gives aren't about, landing $1 million deal or anything.
No.
It's about incremental progress. Quiet resilience. Things like just gaining clarity on something confusing. Or, she mentions, finally sending that email about a benefit policy.
Right, the practical stuff.
Exactly. And she even gives a nod, saying if you did that, maybe it was with RRJ Consulting, with David Alexander, because he's apparently known for, translating all that confusing insurance talk.
Taking the frustration out of it, yeah.
Right. Making sense of the clauses, the terms, helping you see what your policy actually does for you.
Yeah.
That act of sorting it out, that's a win.
Okay, I see. What else?
Other wins could be just reading one chapter of her book or asking yourself those tough money questions you've been avoiding.
Oof, yeah.
Or, and this one's powerful, simply not quitting.
Just hanging in there.
Yeah. If you connect that to the bigger picture, these are what she calls the quiet, holy wins. They don't make headlines, but they build the foundation.
That reframes things significantly. And she puts it so clearly, I am allowed to celebrate the small, quiet, holy wins. I don't need permission to grow. I just need presence.
That's like giving yourself permission.
Exactly. It's an invitation for you, listening right now, to actually see and value your own steps forward. She even gives a journal prompt for it. Yeah. What conversation, moment, or decision this week moved me closer to alignment even if no one else noticed? And then write it out. Don't edit it. Celebrate it.
I love that. Don't edit it. Just acknowledge it.
Right. So, okay, if these small moments are wins, how do they actually build the bigger blueprint? She gets practical with her weekly recap.
Showing the structure.
Yeah, showing how these daily or weekly actions add up. She mentions Tuesday tips, learning about the rule of 72.
Oh, the finance shortcut.
Right, that quick way to estimate doubling your investment and how to use it to grow money without burnout.
Smart, practical.
Then Wellness Wednesday, focusing on reclaiming peace, centering your nervous system, taking care of yourself.
Crucial, often overlooked.
And Thursday, reflection, practicing real gratitude right in the middle of whatever circumstances you're facing.
So it's this combination: finance, wellness, mindset.
Exactly.
And this raises, I think, an important point. It's the consistency of these small actions, right? These little seeds planted regularly across different areas of life.
Yeah.
That's what builds the blueprint. Her weekly recap isn't just a schedule. It's like a mini framework showing how financial literacy, mental well-being, gratitude, they all work together.
It's synergistic.
Yeah, exactly. It shows that abundance is built brick by brick through these daily intentions, not just chased after in big leaps.
Each day is part of the blueprint.
Precisely. Often more impactful than, some huge sporadic effort.
And she really puts herself into it too, doesn't she? Saying, this show is my win too.
Yeah, that was powerful.
Because through every storm, loss, and pivot, I'm still building this platform for all of us to be heard, to be healed, to be hired.
It makes it about community, not just her own journey.
Which actually flows really nicely into the next part, this whole ecosystem she's built around the blueprint idea. It's not just concepts, it's resources, support.
Absolutely, that ecosystem is key. And she highlights specific parts of it, like we mentioned RRJ Consulting before with David Alexander.
Right, the insurance translator?
Exactly. He helps you make sense of it all, reviewing policies, comparing group options, looking at the supplemental coverage, just cutting through the confusion.
Makes it less daunting.
For sure. And she gives the contact info, 248-795-1602 or 313-459-5493. And there's a listener code, abundance.
Good to know. That feeling of staring at insurance papers.
Yeah.
Yeah, having someone demystify it sounds like a huge relief. A win in itself, probably.
Definitely. Then there's SGB2B. That stands for the FGC Consultant for God's Creatives.
Okay. What's their focus?
It's about business growth, specifically for faith-centered entrepreneurs and small businesses, helping them expand through collaboration, finding commercial space, getting featured campaigns.
So practical scaling tools.
Yeah, the social strategy, finding aligned partnerships, stuff that helps you scale effectively. Their handle is at SGB2B, and their whole philosophy is interesting. Building in faith is still good business.
Connecting faith and practical business growth.
Exactly. And then there's a really impactful piece, Phenomenally Maybe Women's Society.
It's Naomi's nonprofit, right?
Yes. It's focused on supporting breast cancer thrivers, providing support, nourishment, and dignity.
That sounds vital.
It really does. They have a specific program called Sisters Feeding Sisters. It provides hot meals, affirming check-ins, and just community, a network of care.
Wow.
And the reason behind it is just it stops you in your tracks, because no woman should have to choose between healing and eating.
Gosh, yeah. That puts it starkly.
It does. So they put out a call, asking people to donate, share the word, or even sponsor a survivor through PayPal.
It's amazing how all these pieces fit together, isn't it?
Yeah.
From getting clarity on your personal finances with insurance, to scaling your business, to providing really fundamental, compassionate community support.
It shows the blueprint isn't just an individual thing. It extends outwards. It builds an entire support structure.
A true ecosystem. So the episode then kind of brings it back to the listener, inviting you to engage, to plant your own seeds.
Makes sense. Actionable steps.
Right. So there's Naomi Saadiq. That's mentioned as a way to support the show, directly helping with tech upgrades, multilingual access, outreach.
Fueling the platform itself.
Exactly. And her book, of course. I found out I had breast cancer on my lunch break. It's on Amazon, English and Spanish. The encouragement is to read it, reflect with it, and gift it.
Spreading the message.
Plus, she has merch on Etsy affirmation journals, gratitude prompts, digital downloads related to healing.
More tools for the journey.
Yeah. And finally, an open invitation for people or businesses to get involved, either appearing on the show or sponsoring it. The contact is info@theabundanceblueprint.org. And the message is, let's build something worthy of your voice.
So lots of different ways in, whether it's supporting, reading, using the tools, or collaborating. It synthesizes everything, really. These are all practical ways for you, the listener, to plant your seeds, to take that next step, no matter how small it feels, and participate in building your own blueprint and maybe contributing to the wider community one, too.
And I guess that brings us full circle back to that core message from Fulfilled Friday.
Yeah.
The real power is in celebrating those small, quiet wins, recognizing the impact of just showing up consistently, even when it's subtle.
It's not always loud.
No. And Naomi's closing sentiment, even though she wasn't voicing this episode live, it really hits. Even when I'm not speaking live, I'm still with you. Even while healing, I'm still holding the vision.
Mm.
Because this show isn't just a platform, it's a promise.
That lands powerfully, and it makes you think, doesn't it?
Yeah.
It leaves us with a kind of provocative thought.
Yeah. What's that?
Well, what if the most important seeds you plant aren't the big flashy things everyone sees? What if they are those quiet, consistent choices you make every single day?
The ones nobody else notices.
Exactly. How might actually recognizing those hidden efforts, those tiny wins, change your own sense of progress, your own feeling of fulfillment?
That's something to really sit with, a different way to measure growth. So take that thought with you. And maybe if something resonated today, take that next step. Book the consultation, buy the book, send the donation, plant the seed. Consider this your fulfilled Friday reset.